right, folks, as Brother Nathaniel Boyles plays behind me here. Hey, Mike, can you bring me down? Just a hair. I want everybody to be able to hear both of us, but I especially want you to hear the flute music. You know, when we started this powwow 4 years ago, Thunder in the Mountains powwow, one of our goals was to educate. And today you've been able to come out and see some of our dances, some of our regalia, hopefully meet some of the people. And certainly we hope that you have taken part. And what you're seeing today when you see a powwow is you're seeing some of the high sides of indigenous culture. You're seeing a bunch of people come together. They've sometimes been displaced, sometimes from hundreds or thousands of miles away, coming together in a spirit of brotherhood and community for a common goal. And it's something that we take pride in. We try to provide a safe, happy, healthy atmosphere. We try to observe all proper decorum. At the same time, we do hope to educate. What I'd like to talk about right now is something that's very, very close to me. I know some of you have seen these two red dresses hanging up right over here on the west side of our circle. All right. I don't know how many of you have seen that sign before, or if you've seen the stickers, the bumper stickers, the t-shirts, the red hand. Sometimes it'll be a red hand over the face of a young woman. All we have in this country is a crisis. I do not know if any of you have ever had a loved one disappear, someone kidnapped, or worse. But that is an epidemic in Indian country. These red dresses, the red handprint, when you see those are universal symbols for missing and murdered indigenous women. Now, it's always a problem when any woman goes missing, when any person is victimized or harmed. Right now, we're focused on this issue because in 2016, 5,712 indigenous women went missing or were murdered. With those dresses, we remember them. There are a lot of reasons for this. A lot of these crimes against women pop up in places where there's new development. Boom towns, pipelines, man camps. Areas with a lot of export industry where people can physically be trafficked to points that we don't know. And we don't know because many of them are never found. Many of them are never recovered. If you're an indigenous person, you will know someone in your lifetime has been murdered or harmed or simply disappeared. I'm 56 years old. I've known nine people that were my friends, that were relatives, that are no longer with us. When you factor in the number of people that I know and the number of people that they've lost, I couldn't recount the number of names. If you said 50, I would say not high enough. If I said 100, it would probably be closer. So we want everybody that comes out here to have that kind of awareness of what life is like in certain areas for indigenous people. We tend to think of reservation areas, but it's not simply reservation areas, although the problem there is kind of concentrated. But actually we can find that every state that has a substantial Native American population has an exponentially higher rate of missing and murdered women than any other race or segment of the population. Of those people who are caught and tried for crimes, in 67% of the case, the court decides not to prosecute. Of those remaining, about 23%, the case will be dismissed. By the time that everything is factored in, out of 100% of all the cases of people committing crimes against our indigenous women, less than 8% result in conviction. Folks, that needs to change. We have laws in some of the areas that need to be repealed. I won't get into the fancy parts of those, but we actually have laws in some of these places that stop the Bureau of Indian Affairs, that stop the tribal police from going into non-tribal lands in pursuit of a suspect or perpetrator. Those are some of the harsh facts. It follows addiction. It follows alcoholism. It follows prostitution. And anybody that's been around that has witnessed some of these areas knows that alcohol, drug abuse, prostitution all have one thing in common. They all come from a place of poverty. And poverty is an epidemic in some parts of Indian country as well. Now, we don't say this to guilt anybody. We don't say this to make anyone feel bad. We talk about this because as long as we talk, our sisters who are missing, who are gone, are still with us. And that is something that we have to keep in mind. Because we are resilient, we do come back. We also ask for your help. And we ask for your help right now, not monetarily. That's too common. Anybody can ask for money. We ask for your help at spreading the word. We're asking for your help about raising awareness of missing and murdered Indigenous women. We want everybody to leave here today knowing that of all the people behind me, somebody has lost somebody. So when we look at these red dresses, they're not dresses. The red handprint is not a handprint. But those are, that's a mother, that's a sister, that's a daughter, that's a wife. Each one of them. So please, I ask of you, on behalf of my people and the people of those behind me, that you take this information, that you look into it. Look into names, look into Janine Charlo, very good friend of mine, missing from Flathead, Montana. Look into Rose Whitehawk. Look into Olivia Lone Bear. Look into Ashley Heavy Runner Loring. These people are gone. So please, when you see the red handprint, when you see the red dress, take time. Take time to remember them. Take time to remember your own. Take time to give thanks to those who are with you, are still with you. And pay a moment of respect for those that aren't. Remember the red dress and those women right now that should be wearing them. Thank you. Thank you, Nate.